Never do dirt with anybody associated with an MC, or if you're in an MC, don't do it. It's a bad idea, and I'm going to tell you why. Things have really changed, haven't they? Over the years, things have become muddier and muddier. Come on, it's just not MCs, but it is also organized crime. Come on, every Italian and their mother is going to the feds once they get in some trouble, aren't they? So when you're talking about being in an MC, now I'm just talking the MC part, not the organized crime part, because we all know that happens. You're supposed to be brothers. I say, don't do it. I might sound a little anti-brother here, but the point being, it was funny the other day. A guy was talking about how it was my brothers that set me up. They caught me on tape. What the hell are you doing dirt with somebody from your club? Don't you know 25 to life is really going to change their mind about how much brotherhood you really have there? And if you think about it, it's true. Somebody's facing 25 years to life and say they got a family, they have a job, they only join the club to have the so-called brotherhood. And next thing you know, they're going around doing stupid stuff, think it's cool. They're doing it with a fellow brother. And next thing you know, the feds are knocking on the door. So do you really think that he's going to want to lose with he has? And we always talk about it. Technology nowadays, it renders everything basically null and void when it comes to making money. Because if you really look at it, you to make money legally, more of it than you can illegally now, especially when you throw in lawyers, the time spent behind bars, all the fees that you'd have to pay with court costs and stuff. You actually come out ahead if you're doing it legally. But that just blew my mind right there. And it was somebody who has been around the scene a long time. It was like, really? Everybody knows you don't do dirt with somebody within the club. Because if you look at it, especially in the bigger clubs, and it was once told to me by an old schooler guy, for every 3 members, there's 1 informant. 1 in 3 is what they say. So why would you even want to take a chance to do dirt with somebody else in the club? Now, I know there's this fantasy that there's this unstoppable brotherhood, but is there really? Is there really? You don't see many 20, 30, 40, 50-year members anymore. And I've talked about it in one of my other videos about, you know what, there's really nothing in common with the younger ones. They're living it the way they think they need to live it. And when you have somebody that's 50, 60, 70 years old hanging out with a bunch of kids, you really don't have anything in common with them. Now, back in their time, the technology wasn't there where they would have to worry about a lot of the stuff that they have to worry about now. Meaning, you're not going out there, you're not slinging dope or any of that, because even the guy you're selling to is a damn freaking informant, probably trying to work off a case. And that is just basic common sense right there. And to hear people that have been in the scene a long time, and they'll just be fervent to fight you on this, and they'll probably be in the comment sections, blah, 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 blah. They always are. You always get them there. But they never, ever, 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 ever fight the facts. Now, there has been a lot of times in the news that we used to do that as soon as I read the article, I knew. If there was more than one guy that got into something, there was always somebody talking. So my question is, if you are in that business, are you smart enough to know not to do dirt within the club? It's an honest question. And I know a lot of you cheerleaders out there, the supporters and all that stuff, are going to try to come up with some kind of excuse. But I ask you, give me facts, not innuendo, not the rah, rah, rah stuff. Give me facts about this subject. Because I know it breaks your guy's heart that all your idols would never do that. It's just like the snitches get stitches thing. Boy, that makes me laugh because you'll have people repeat that and repeat it and repeat it. And that's something that's for like 20, 30 years ago. It just doesn't happen that way again. Come on. We talk about it all the time. I think Black Dragon had one the other day where you had club members fighting independents. It was on video, you dummies. You really think these cops don't look at that kind of stuff? They got access to stuff within a millisecond of it happening because it goes straight to the internet. So that might be another reason why you don't want to do dirt with a fellow club member, because this stuff hits the internet in a heartbeat, man. In a heartbeat. Everybody's got the Polaroids, man, if you will, on their cell phones. You can't do absolutely nothing anymore with this kind of video happening. So I wouldn't even think about doing it. But, the guy was an older guy and he was talking from years ago and stuff. And it did disappoint me because I was like, dude, you should have known better. Everybody knows you don't do it because everybody, if you're really in that business, the only one that you're going to be able to trust is yourself. Nobody else. Come on. Clubs half the time don't even do proper background checks anymore. You got, these comos in there and a lot of these clubs, and it's been proven by some of the people that are, on the internet or do host news shows that it's happening. Just like everybody, looks down at clubs recruiting on the internet. It's happening. That is the new, as the crooked politicians would say, the new town square. Everything is happening right here online now. So you supporters, think about that before you start going rah, 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 and actually act like you got some common sense, because a lot of the arguments you put up are a bunch of horse crap. And you know what? I can't even believe you believe your crap that you spout out there. But what do you guys and gals think? Should you trust or never trust another member of the club while you're doing dirt? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Rock on.
Yeah.